what's up along the top? Area in the upper tail, right? So what would, if we just take a look at this problem, what would the area in the upper tail be? 0.025, right? The area in the upper tail is just another way to say alpha divided by 2. So we'd be looking for that. And then what's along the left side of your booklet? Degrees of freedom. And how do we find degrees of freedom? N-1. So if we take a look at 7a, we have a 98% confidence level and a sample size of 45. So 98% confidence means the area in the upper tail is what?
0.02.
Well, 0.02 would be our alpha. Area in the upper tail is alpha divided by 2, so it's just 0.01. And then what's our degrees of freedom?
44.
44. So you'll want to be careful on this t-score chart, because I think they have 0.1 and 0.01 as options along the top, right? And then they also have 0.25 and 0.025. So we're looking at 0.01, and 44 is our degrees of freedom. So what is our t-score in this case? I think that's for part B.
Oh,
2.414. Okay, so now in part B, your confidence level is 90%, your sample size is 38. So 90% confidence means alpha is what? 0.1. So the area in the upper tail is
0.05.
0.05. And our degrees of freedom? 37. So our t-score is 1.687. All right, so the last one here, 70% confidence and a sample size of 15. So if your confidence is 70%, what is your alpha? 0.3. So the area in the upper tail is 0.15. Our sample size is 15, so our degrees of freedom is 14. So degrees of freedom of 14, area in the upper tail of 0.15. What is our t-score? 1.076. So are there any questions over anything that we went over today? Anything maybe from class that we haven't gone over?
What's my biggest thing is t-scores and t-scores on that. So you're saying if it's not and is less than 30, those proofs?
Right. So if we can't prove based off of our 3 for a mean and then our 1 for the proportion, if we can't prove those, then it's a t-score. Another tell is if we're given sample standard deviation, right? Because that's S.
Okay.
And we look on our formula sheet and S only shows up in the confidence interval with a t-score. and you will lose points if you don't write the proofs. So, you'll wanna make sure that you always prove that you're able to use a t-score or a z-score. Any other questions? All right, well, I recommend doing her review multiple times if you can, because that test is going to look like her review, right? So make sure you do that.